Hello and welcome to the Bristol Dirt Race, the main event here. Lineups have been set by heat races and they'll be on your left there. Kurt Busch starting up front with Matt Benedetto alongside. Busch very strong in his heat race, it'll be interesting to see. Our entire top four were heat race winners. So every 4 spots you go back is another heat race position. This race here today will be 75 laps, 22 and 23 lap stages respectively. No pit stops needed. The only reason to pit is for damage. Green flag is out. Kurt Busch has the field behind him. He'll file into one, and Matt Benedetto already under serious pressure. Kevin Harvick to the inside, and the 21 car into the wall early. Lap 1, turn 2. Already makes a serious mistake, but the right side of that car looks decent. He got away with it. But that's something you're gonna see, especially with all this traffic now. Too aggressive, getting into the wall. That's a mistake that can cost you your entire day. And Matt Benedetto skated with it right there. Kyle Larson working traffic. He's picked up about 5 spots in the first 3 laps, trying to work this high side and just doesn't quite get it right. Gets the wall hard with the outside of that race car, and riding along here, does it again. That's not a replay. That's the second time this race he's found the outside wall in turn 2. Larson being very aggressive on the cushion. He's going backwards now because he keeps making mistakes, but too aggressive too early. He's damaging that race car. That could be a problem for getting through traffic. Chase Briscoe trying to do the same thing, driving through the field on the top. These dirt regulars are being highly aggressive because everyone but Christopher Bell did not have a good heat spot. Briscoe bounces it off the wall, and meanwhile up front it is single file and no pressure for Kurt Busch. Busch working the bottom, keeping that car clean and doing a good job out front. He has nothing to worry about. Working lap 9 now. Speaking of, here's the 9 of Chase Elliott working on Matt Benedetto for the 4th position. Denny Hamlin has quietly worked his way up to 5th behind him, and he is closing. Be interesting to see what he can do in this battle, because if these two continue to battle, they will continue to slow each other down. Chase Elliott, Matt Benedetto. Benedetto on the high side, but it's not working. Elliott making progress on the bottom, not quite clear yet, but he should clear off of 2. We'll see if he wants to take it. He'll take that spot. Denny Hamlin in the battle now. Looking further back, here's Christopher Bell and Brad Keselowski. Christopher Bell, the only dirt regular to really impress during heat races, dominating that heat that he was in. And right now, he's the only one in the top 10. Bell seems to be the only one that has a hold on this dirt Bristol racetrack. Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano racing for position here. Harvick, just a glancing blow off the wall, just a kiss. That's fine. What you don't want to do is pancake it like we saw Larson and Briscoe do earlier. Can't really make the high side work. It just doesn't seem like it's there for him, so Logano likely to get that spot on the bottom. Meanwhile, Denny Hamlin has pulled to 4th, and now he's in this battle right behind Joey Logano, putting the pressure on him to get the pass done. Hamlin could make it 3 wide if he wanted to, but he's choosing just to ride. Probably the right move. Be conservative early. Take care of your car, especially when you're as fast as Hamlin is. Meanwhile, Kyle Larson, Chase Briscoe. Look at the right sides. You can see the right side's knocked in a little bit, damage, and this is some serious damage to the 3. He's rubbed the whole number and paint off the right side, bouncing off the wall. Too aggressive, too early, and these cars are falling back. They are slower. They've seriously damaged themselves. Kurt Busch will take stage 1. That is a clean race car, unlike some of the others we've seen. He's kept it out of the wall, taken care of it. And a good stage 1 for Kurt Busch. We'll go ahead, get started with stage 2. Denny Hamlin in 2nd. He's going to try and work on Kurt Busch. Green flag is out, and Hamlin right away to the inside. Wasting no time. Busch leaving him just a car width, no more. Putting the pressure on Hamlin, trying to make it hard to get the pass done, but Hamlin is just better. He's going to go around him in one corner on the bottom. Chooses not to clear up. He's going to be conservative and take another corner to get fully clear, not risk ruining his race over trying to get this pass done too soon, and he'll get it done. Move Denny Hamlin to the lead. Toyota teammate Bubba Wallace, that's engine trouble it looks like, and Everyone stacks up. It's impossible to stop on dirt. Brakes don't work as well, and the accordion effect leads to the big one. That's 8, 9 cars torn up in turns 3 and 4 from the accordion effect of everyone trying to stop to avoid Bubba Wallace. That's 3 Hendrick cars. Here's one of them riding along with Larson. You see the smoke, and Larson's just looking for somewhere to go and just can't stop, runs into the back of the 24. And here comes his teammate Alex Bowman to pile in, and the rest of the back markers, and that's 3 Hendrick cars seriously damaged. Chase Briscoe, Kyle Larson also in it. That's a couple of the favorites for this race in trouble. It did not take long. This is just stage 2. Everybody piling in. Our first set of chaos here at Bristol. And just an accordion effect from, on dirt. Anytime you try and stop to avoid a wreck, you just keep sliding, and that's exactly what happened there. And now we have a lot of cars that are a lap down from coming down pit road to repair damage, which will make this restart more complicated. Denny Hamlin leads. And Hamlin will get a good jump. He won't have to worry about lapped cars, but everyone else behind him is going to be in the thick of it with all of them. You can see Harvick in the wall, everyone racing hard, and that's Christopher Bell spinning down the racetrack. Brennan Poole collected, Cole Custer, Chase Briscoe again, Ryan Preece, more. Eric Jones piling in there at the end. Have to look at the replay, but that was just too many cars in the same place. And this is after the fact. Kyle Busch, JJ Yeley just sliding into each other once the caution was already out. That's serious damage to the 18 and unnecessary, unforced error. And yeah, 4 wide off the corner, not enough room for that. And Christopher Bell, another favorite for this race. That's some serious damage. Hit the inside wall pretty hard. I'm going to ride along with Ryan Newman. This is a fantastic piece of avoidance. Right through the middle. No contact, but that was quite impressive. Denny Hamlin still leading. He's getting a lot of free laps led from the fact that we can't really get more than 1 or 2 in without another caution. This chaos is helping him stay out front, although the fast car doesn't hurt either. Hamlin already pads a car length or 2 as we leave turn 2. Kurt Busch dealing with lap traffic, and that's Kyle Busch, younger brother Kyle, backwards over here on the backstretch. Ryan Newman, Michael McDowell pile in. Newman not as lucky this time, nowhere to go. But Busch with some serious damage, and that'll leave Denny Hamlin as stage 2 winner because this one will end under caution. And this is another case of too many cars. That is 5 wide, and it did not work. Kyle Busch, the unlucky victim of 5 wide. I think that was off the nose of Ross Chastain. Riding along with Ryan Newman, you can see coming off the corner. At this point, it's too late. He can't do anything, and it's right to the back of the 18. Looking at the slow-mo here, it's quite a great shot, but it doesn't end well. As great as it looks to see cars 5 wide around Bristol, the straightaways at Dirt Bristol are much narrower than the center of the corner. So you can make 5 wide work in the center, not on the exit. Denny Hamlin brings them down to the green once again. This time we're getting underway for stage 3, and maybe they can calm down and we can work some laps and get to the end of this thing. Kurt Busch already dealing with traffic. And the thing about this traffic, some of them aren't as badly damaged as others. Byron and Larson are decent. They could try and go get their laps back, so they're going to be highly aggressive. And this is a great shot here. This is a battle cam, the wide shot. You can see the entire top 10 and dealing with traffic, 3 wide battles, bunch of different lines. This track is racing awesome. And I hope that this is something like we'll see in real life. This high side versus a very bottom, trying to make moves, being very aggressive. It would be fun to see. Chase Elliott working traffic here. Elliott trying to chase down Joey Logano, but he's been stuck in traffic, and he's got a backlog behind him. You can see Harvick, Blaney, DiBenedetto, Keselowski. It's quite hard to pass in between all of the traffic, and Denny Hamlin has driven away during all of this. Absolutely no pressure on the 11. 2.2 second lead, so Hamlin has this race in hand. It'll be interesting to see. Cautions could change that, though. And speaking of, J.J. Yaley spins to the inside, collects Austin Dillon, Brennan Poole. That's Sorensen and Garrett Smithley. I also saw Kyle Busch into the back of the 15 trying to avoid it. Have to see what happened here. It looks like Daniel Suarez gives him a little bit of help, and that's the story there. Suarez gets on top of the cushion and actually rides up the wall, but manages to get back on four wheels. And yeah, unfortunate for Austin Dillon. He kept it pretty clean before that. And Kyle Busch, you can see, into the back of the 15. We're going to ride along with him here. Already 26th, last car on the lead lap. Not a great day to begin with, but just doesn't see the 15 and all the dust, and really just right into the back of him. Destroys the front end even further, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Kyle Busch has been in just about every wreck we've had today. That car is completely destroyed, and now it goes up in a puff of smoke on pit road. He'll try and limp that one back, but I don't think he's going to get anywhere far with that kind of a race car. Kyle Busch out of the Bristol dirt race. Denny Hamlin takes us back to the green. We've got about 13 laps to go, and Hamlin has been flying fast. Anytime we get a green flag run, he drives away, and he's not really that slow on the restarts either. I don't know how anyone's going to catch him. Once again, back to this battle cam. We can see Kurt Busch trying to work his way through the last of the traffic. That's William Byron, Joe Logano, Chase Elliott putting the pressure on. And caution, cut to it in action there, but quite a few cars stacked up on the backstretch. Christopher Bell was one of them. Day getting worse for him. And what did I say? 5 wide doesn't work. And you can see here, plenty of room for 5 wide in the center of the corner, but it gets so narrow on the front stretch that Tyler Reddick runs out of room, and everyone spins down the racetrack. The banking collects to the inside wall. And that's Christopher Bell, Cole Custer, Tyler Reddick. And Reddick, this is after the fact. I think he got the wrong guy. There were 2 red, white, and gray cars, but BJ McLeod was the car he wanted there. He got the wrong one. I guess he couldn't see through all the dust. Either way, message sent. Denny Hamlin, this will be the last restart. I don't think we can get going again if there is another caution. So this is for all the marbles, no matter what. Denny Hamlin gets a great jump. He's got, I don't know, 4 or 5 car lengths after a lap here as we come off of turn 4. And with Hamlin so far ahead, we're going to look back and highlight someone who's having a great day. Anthony Alfredo is on pace to collect his first Cup Series top 10 by staying out of trouble. Car has some battle scars. He's been in the wreck. He's got a lot of damage on the right side from bouncing off the outside wall. But if he can hold off the cars behind him, Anthony Alfredo will collect his first Cup Series top 10 in only his 7th start. Great stuff from Alfredo. Staying out of trouble, that's the name of the game. He'll have to hold off Martin Truex Jr., but he's got a shot at it. Chase Elliott working on Joey Logano here, trying to chase him down, but his teammate not really giving him any room, not letting him go. It's got to be unpopular in the Monday meeting, but Joey Logano is going to work that and make it happen. He's going to pull away, and I think he'll take 3rd. Kurt Busch, no pressure for 2nd. White flag out for our leader, Denny Hamlin. Half a straightaway back to 2nd place. Nothing to worry about. Much like Phoenix, Denny Hamlin is dominating, but it seems like this car is either dominating or struggling. There is no in-between for the 11. Needs to find some consistency, but he definitely has the raw speed on occasion. Denny Hamlin will win at Bristol Dirt. The first dirt race in half a century belongs to the 11 car. And we'll take a look at the stats here. He is the points leader despite some inconsistency, and has the most playoff points. Has led the most laps, but if you look at his races that weren't winners, it's not quite what you want to see. Here's your points standings. 4 guys locked in, and anyone in yellow is at least a race over the cut. Guys like Busch, Elliott, and Logano padded their margins huge today when Kyle Busch, Ryan Blaney didn't have great days. Helps them out a lot. Moving to page 2. You see the same guys that we've been talking about all year that are hanging around that consistent 30 to 40 margin. Dillon, Larson, Bell continue to do exactly that. Tyler Reddick has worked his way up into the cut conversation, while Chase Briscoe on a bad day has fallen to 21 below. But still, for a rookie year, that's decent. That'll be it, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll watch Denny Hamlin burn it down here on the front stretch, or as close as you can on a dirt surface. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.